Hello, and welcome back to the Road to 2400 series. I'm going to try trying to learn the Dutch. Let's go here. Get this pin in. I think you all just want to trade. I'm trying to learn like a new system. You know, like one of the things I like about the Grand Prix, for example, with White, is that because it's a system, it's like you don't have to memorize like a zillion different moves. You can kind of just play the same moves against everything, right? So this is, I guess, to prevent me from ever getting the knight there. Which I guess is fine. It kind of gives him a bit of a stupid looking pawn structure. Maybe I can bring the other knight here. Is there any tactic here like this? Here? What about here? Here? Takes. The rook moves. Do I have check then? I guess the problem is the rook doesn't have to move to g1. It can move on the h file, right? So take, if here, 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 let's say, yeah, let's say he goes here. Then I don't have any check. So maybe it doesn't work. It doesn't quite work, but it's an idea to monitor. I'm kind of curious, like what the engine would say. Okay, let's just move the queen here. Start, okay, we'll just go here, I guess, or no? I'm gonna run into one of these knight moves, I guess, but maybe I'll just develop. Like that is going to be is kind of one of his ideas. I don't think that's like a big problem for me. I mean, we'll just kind of play that position. Okay, wants to double rooks. I think I'm going to get my queen. This pawn is going to be hanging once his knight jumps here, right? So I guess I can always. I can just expand here like this. Because then I can always meet this with this. I'm gonna try this. I'm not 100% sure of this, but I feel like this is a kind of an interesting idea. Now we have queen out, and we can even maybe slide the rook, the king over at some point. Okay. Just drop back, I guess. Drop back. Now, a little bit worried about everything crashing through on this pawn. I'd like to move this knight so that the rook defends the pawn. Where am I moving the knight to? Maybe I just go here. Try and trade it off. Yeah, maybe I just try and trade it off. I don't think he can crash through immediately, right? Because I always just have this. Same thing, if this, if this. So I think we can just kind of keep the tension here. Can keep the tension. And, hmm. The one problem about moving this knight is right now it defends h7, right? So if this pawn is ever gone, I guess the queen defends it too, but it's kind of an important role. Well, yeah, I'm thinking, okay, so he repositions. I wonder if we can go for this now. Takes, takes. And then we try to attack down the, we try to attack down the G file. That's my idea. Put the king on h8. A little bit weak because of the... Okay, so we're not really too worried about him taking here because we can just replace it with the other knight. But it's kind of like his position is a little bit blockaded, right? So I want him taking too, because he obviously can't take with the queen. He's got to take with the pawn. Got to take with the pawn. Okay. Let's set up our attack here. Might even put the rooks here. We're never afraid of this because that, I think, is what we want to just close this down. I guess it sort of closes down our bishop too, so maybe not ideal. But I think we're doing pretty well here, though. It feels like this is not the world's easiest position for him to defend. Takes, pawn takes. Okay, let's just continue with our plan. I'm gonna put the rook here, looking to double. Looking to double. This feels like it's a pretty serious threat. Okay, so he's kind of piling up on this pawn. I think he can ever move that rook though, because then what's defending? Even now, right? Like, what about just takes? Because the problem with anything like that is we got to calculate all these discoveries. I wonder if this is an idea, just to clog it up. Yeah, that might be an idea. Just push e5 ourselves just to clog it up. That feel like is a bit of an admission that something has gone wrong. Hmm. What about just this? How does he defend? Doesn't the queen then have to come back? How can he get another defender for this square? Then the queen has to come back. But now I think we're crushing them because now we have takes with the pawn, and then I can take with the bishop, right? And then, oh no, it doesn't work. Never mind, because the queen gets back to. But one thing I can do is I can take and then replant the other knight. Feels like I'm getting in here somehow. Okay, so what about takes, reposition? You gotta be doing okay here, I think. Even this feels like I could have just snapped off this pawn too. But that felt like more trouble maybe than it was worth. Because yeah, now I think we're threatening to just take, right? Because you can't get the rook off the second rank. Because then this tactic works. So he wants to double the rooks here. What if I just go here? Guess that doesn't work because he can take with the bishop. Hmm. Feels like I gotta have something here. Like, how do I have nothing? What if I go here? Takes, takes, takes. Hmm. So you get this, obviously. Love to open this. Here, here. Okay, I feel like I'm burning too much time here. So let's oh no, that flutters the queen. Okay, I'm burning too much time. I gotta hurry up. Gotta hurry up. Gotta hurry up here. Looking for this, of course. But I assume he's just gonna take with the bishop. Yeah. So then at least I get this in. Which am I making progress? I don't know if I'm really making progress here, but feels like I'm potentially making a little bit of progress. Can I play this? Ugh, yeah, it's like just, I feel like I'm so close. I feel like I'm so close to having this attack work, but it's just not quite working. Maybe I gotta switch to attacking this pawn. Gotta be careful too about this thing here. Okay, so what about now? What about this? Rook takes. Now I have this, right? Which hits the queen. Does this work? Oh, it's hard. It's hard to see these tactics. It's hard to. This is like one of these complex games that I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble calculating everything. Feels like I'm winning an exchange here. Oh, he shuts down the bishop. Oh, he times it perfectly. Okay, shuts down the bishop, but he shuts down his own bishop too. So that's a little bit double-edged, that move. So let's just keep up on the clock. That's a good move, though. I just want to move the bishop here. Now that the diagonal is... He's still sort of defending this square like crazy, right? So... Well, he might come back to his own bishop, but I can just drop back. Still feels like I've got the advantage here. It doesn't got the easier position to play, right? My plan is pretty simple. It's just like put a lot of pressure. I can always just go here, trade the rook. I guess I got to be a little bit careful that I can't actually do that, but let's go here. Is this even an idea? Because if takes, this is game over? Like so? Now I don't think he can actually defend this pawn, right? Got 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe he does have just enough defenders. So let's go here. Here, looking for this. I think we're getting in here. I think we're getting in. Not sure exactly how we're getting in, but I feel like this is going to be winning for us somehow. Definitely he has the much harder position to play here for sure. Like just from a practical point of view. Yeah, let's just go here. Let's just trade off because now we're up on the clock so much that yeah, now we're so much up on the clock that you know, this wins the exchange. We'll go back. I mean, he's defending well, this guy, but yeah, it's just too tough of a position, I think, for him to play. Here. Here. All right, got the win. Nice. 2209. Okay, nobody played very accurately there, but that was a very sharp game. Okay, so this is... Okay, doesn't like this idea at all. Or this. Then at some point, I feel like I must have First thing it wants me to just take there. Kind of thought that, okay, if I take, like, what am I getting, right? Oh, and then I come over. Then I always have this. Okay, so same kind of idea, but okay, it wants me to take that a lot earlier. Okay, so now I'm -5, so I'm completely winning here. So there was obviously a winning tactic. Oh, I could have played this earlier. Yeah, yeah, before the rook got to f2. And now it doesn't work. Oh, I guess that makes sense. I can just go, yeah, well, why didn't I think of this? At least I'm crashing through a little bit. Okay. Well, that's a tactic missed. Why is this so good? So you just play the random move? Oh, because now I have this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, well, we missed a lot of tactics there, but now I'm worse. Yeah, tough to. And now we're just playing kind of for time. Okay. All right. Well, that was a cool game.